Hello, Goosebumps fans. It's time for now my actual spoiler review. I did a previous spoiler review, but that was because of one person I was watching that was actually talking about it. But since I was able to watch the movie myself, technically, I am able to actually give you my notes instead of actually, going to theater and they're like, "Oh my gosh, your phone is glowing. Turn it off, boy. We'll kick your ass." I was able to just do it normally. Well, anyways, here is like some little snapshots of the movie and what I thought about it. So first things first was in the beginning of the movie, we saw the mom react. And I'm like, gee whiz, I mean, you see in the first movie, the mom reacted kind of, normal. While in this case, she's like overreacts, being like, "What the fuck? Oh my gosh! It's like you guys can't whisper anymore." It's like, well, if you heard the whole entire thing, then technically, wouldn't you already know that your daughter is a good girl and she was trying to work on her damn paper? Except her boyfriend, well, now ex-boyfriend, climbed up there and it's like, okay, well, okay, what? Yeah, it's really like, go home, Roger. And you make him go out the freaking window instead of using the freaking damn. Okay, sure, whatever. Frick. But the mom is something on that actual scene. Yeah, and not to mention that, oh my gosh, without her doing her hairdo and all that stuff, the fact that we see her all lounged out and about, I'm like, oh, frick, Slappy, why did you choose her? Oh my gosh. Anyways, we got the clerk. Yeah, eventually we go, and there was a clerk scene, a store clerk scene, and it was a bit cringy. It's not funny at all. That was just cringe worthy of what the fuck people mean. Not to mention, it's kind of funny that the mom and the daughter was having a talk near the freaking feminine products. Oh my god. Yeah, and I couldn't notice, just look what's on the right shoulder near the freaking mom, which was foot soap. And I'm like, man, you guys picked the wrong freaking place to do this scene, but I'm trying to make it so that you know that she actually works at a nursing home. Anyways, the music. I didn't even talk about the music. The music echoes the previous movie, but not exactly. It seems to me that they're just repeating. I'm pretty sure that there was like some scenes in the first movie that actually had different songs than, well, different tune than the usual one of "Something's about to happen. Oh my goodness, prepare for this." And it's like, yeah, pretty sure the first one, I don't know. You just basically took the first theme from the movie, the real theme, and were like, "Oh, we're just gonna throw this everywhere." It's like, my gosh, man. And I could tell you the truth. Sabans, they did have goosebumps, but they didn't really control it. This is most likely what happens if you actually allow Sabans right now, as they are, which they're dead now. Rest in peace, Saban brands. But it's like, this is exactly what it would be like if you actually had him at controls over here. Just one thing is that he'll also have a lesson in this freaking movie as well. Right, so fast forward even more, we got Slappy that just comes out of nowhere. It's like no magic, no opening a book and then. So you can see how primitive the book is, but he just came out of nowhere. It's like, so was he there the whole entire time, or is he so damn powerful that he actually teleported out of the book without actually showing effects of him coming out of the book? And there he is. I don't know. That one's like I think I'm onto something, but still, it's like I kind of would have liked to have had like some kind of effect instead of nothing really happened. And not to mention the freaking the freaking trailer did something messed up, which was they showed that the last part when they had CGI added in, they showed that when he opened the book, a big wave occurred, and it's like, oh well, so you're telling me whatever, man. I guess that's a deleted freaking scene, apparently, a deleted segment. And well, like I said, this is a primitive version of Slappy because he's not already woken up. You have to wake him up yourself. Even though it doesn't make sense now, where it's like, okay, so if he wasn't waking up, then that means that he couldn't use the power to teleport, which means technically Oh, what the freaking hell, man. It's like, was he already there and we just didn't notice? Or maybe the cameraman was a bastard and just like, oh, well, Slappy's over there, but don't show Slappy in the frame yet. Don't show him yet. Show it when he opens the book. It's like, okay, that's like, come on, guys, really? Can we at least see, like, oh, there's Slappy. Oh my gosh, there's Slappy. Instead, it's like, he comes out of nowhere. Like, what the? Well, anyways, we fast forward even more, and basically now, one weird thing. If this dude who is a bully, which we saw him already previously, I didn't talk about it because he's a bastard and doesn't really need to talk about him. At least he's doing a better job being a bully than Victor Amonte, technically. But still, he wants his old sweater back that, I don't know, did Sonny's mom buy it from the garage sale or something? So the real point is to this that, okay, so you want your sweater back. How the fuck did you not go to your grandma and say, Grandma, don't sell that sweater. I want it. I mean, yeah, given he's being mean and crap, but still it's like, well, dude, why the hell do you want your sweater back if he bought it for like $1? He's like, so why, if it did mean something to you, why take it? And then if you want to be mean and take it from it, it seems pretty stupid where it's like, oh, that was my grandma. It's like, we didn't need the whole thing of, oh, yeah, my grandma sold it, give it back to me. It's like, nah, could have just been, just leave it out and just be like a jerk and be like, I just want your sweater. I want your sweater. But my grandma gave it to me. No, freak you, man. I want the sweater now because it's now sentimental value. It's like, that makes more sense than, okay, so you weren't smart enough to stop your grandma from selling the freaking damn sweater. And now you're trying to get it back. Well, technically, that means that you should give him or her. I don't know. His mom bought it. He bought it. Either way, I bet she sold it for $1. So you better give him $1 back too, then you bastard. Anyways, of course, it's revealed that Slappy has powers, and he didn't even need the words to do any of the freaking stuff that he did. My goodness, I mean, freaking hose and made those guys look like the Three Stoogers, pants falling down, and the pants can't get back up. Oh my gosh, wow. And this movie is sponsored by Rocket League. And of course, I had to point this out because, well, being around with so many people, it rubbed off on me. The fact that the cliche of she's sneaking out and told her the ones who she's supposed to be babysitting, don't tell the mom that I left. Tell her I did something else or I'm in the shower. It's like, oh, that's a cliche. And then even more of a cliche is Mr. Tyler, the dumb freaking boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend, backstabbed her. And it's like, so why invite her to the damn concert if you're gonna freaking get your smooch on with another girl? Let me guess. You were hoping she texts you saying I'm coming, so you'd be like, oh fuck, oh fuck. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh okay, I can't kiss this girl then. I gotta. It's like, well, dude, you're an idiot. You're a freaking idiot. You're as bad as the person that usually does the cliche of, oh, I got two girls that I scheduled for the same night on the same time. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, going back and forth, table to table. It's like, dude, you're an idiot. You're a stupid idiot. And the cool part I have to admit is pretty cool is that the pumpkins that we saw, which they have even more to do with than what the trailer showed, they created those pumpkins. And it's like, wow, that's wow. And then we have Sony coming in for the quarter punch like some freaking scenes later where they're like, here's Spider-Man. Because, yeah, they still own the rights to Spider-Man. So why not throw Spider-Man in there? Why not? Frig it. And apparently, Slappy's now talking about he always wanted a brother, he always wanted family. Slappy can still teleport and do the usual flicker thing that happened in the first movie. I called it, but no one actually responded or say, hey, he does have the power to teleport, which that's what he did. In the first movie, he did teleport and flicker the lights, kind of like what happened in Amazing Spider-Man. We're just like, huh, I guess they might have ripped that off, right? Like Amazing Spider-Man, we had the mystery guy, and the mystery guy came into the freaking thing with lightning, and like, and there he is, and he's gone. It's like, yep, pretty sure they kind of stole that from Spider-Man. Anyways, yeah, he can levitate. He has levitation. He can change what's in front of him, apparently. As long as it's in front of him, he's able to change whatever it is. Okay, sure. And he's able to bring things to life, which we figured. And of course, he has to do the incantation. He's an expert in electronics and he's an expert in algebra, which we already saw him doing algebra problems. And then he actually helped the boy because he had a science project and he was able to do some tweaking to make it actually work. Work too well, too. And here's the weird part. Of course, it doesn't work. Which the craziest part I have to say about this movie is technically it is a ripoff of Night of the Living Dummy 3. It technically is a ripoff. It technically is. Let me just stop and just rip this freaking movie a little bit just before I continue. The reason why it's a ripoff of number 3. Number 1, Zane actually did become a freaking dummy at one point in the freaking book. Number 2, he possessed Rocky. Rocky came to life. This time it's like on a massive scale, but still, he did bring someone to life in the book as well, in one of the books. Yeah, technically that's the only 2 I got. Besides just the fact of, well, technically even in that book, before the first 2 books, we had 2 girls, 2 girls. Oh yeah. Technically we had 2 girls and a boy in the second book. Did we? Yeah. Technically we did, but this time we actually have more things he could possess. While in that freaking second book, all it was just him. And of course, well, Dennis, but he didn't even touch Dennis. So, while in the third book, you did have 2 girls. You have 1 girl, you had 2 guys, and Slappy actually ran amok of the place. So yeah, that. Anyways, let's continue on. So, oh yeah, and this is the third part. The third part was that I know it did happen in the episode. Book, not really, because, well, Squid Jibs take it too long to do the third book. My gosh, 9 months already missing? Come on, guys, get it together. Anyways, like what happened in the episode, they read the freaking incantation and Slappy faked it along with Rocky faking that they got knocked out. But then it's realization of, oh my gosh, no, it didn't work at all. Even though it will be retconned in the 4th book where it's like, yeah, it's an on and off switch. If you read it, it'll turn on. If you read it again, it'll turn off. It's like, but that's only in the book version. Only in the book version. So he read the incantation twice, Slappy faked it, and then, well, it turns out that no, he didn't. It actually was. Now, of course, I did mention the fact of what the boyfriend got Tyler, where he took a page from Buddy. Buddy is the doll that came from the Nightmare Room, featuring what was his name? Shia LaBeouf? Yeah, it's featuring him, even though lots of people are like, now, yeah, we wish that happened to him in real life. But it's like, yeah, what happened with Buddy is Buddy actually hurt someone on a ladder. What happened in the movie? Oh, crap, Slappy hurt someone in the ladder. But technically, he kind of did deserve it. It's kind of weird that we don't actually get to see him again, even though the trailer actually shows that we get to see him one more time. Yeah, weird. So anyways, we continue on and then we actually get on the internet. We're to the point of where they on the internet. It turns out that the high school of Madison was destroyed. What? Okay, hold on now. The high school of Madison was not destroyed. It was actually damaged, but it wasn't destroyed. And sadly, when it comes to Sony, because Sony sucks when it comes to timelines, technically in the movie it should have said like 2 weeks later, but they cut it to where everyone's now back in school. While in the actual movie novel, they said that a few weeks later passed and then they finally got to go back to school. Yeah, sadly they suck. They suck when it comes to this. Okay. Let's see, next up is also on the internet was all that stuff about, oh, the Haunted Halloween was the first book that R.L. Stine made. and then it was never released. He never finished it, and it was and he even had like a synopsis of it. And I'm like, how the fuck can you know about this book if no one really knew about this book? Okay, this is messed up. You used the freaking internet to be like, oh, it's the internet. It would be cool if you would have been like, they had to search like a few minutes to find some rumors. That would have been cool, like a rumor website, not an actual, oh, we just typed in the internet and oh, here it is. That was messed up. I didn't like that part at all. I'm like, the internet? The internet doesn't know crap. But apparently it did. It knows the fact that Slappy is going to get his way, which is he wants a family, and he's going to use Halloween decorations that he possesses or basically come to life to help him with that, to make a big, wholesome family. And also, he needs a mom. My gosh, the movie novel, there's nothing in there that most likely changed, is it? You're actually able to read the movie novel and know what happened in the movie. The first movie novel, there was some changes in it. I guess technically there'll be some changes in there too. Hopefully, maybe more R.L. Stein stuff. Yeah, R.L. Stein is in the movie, but just like what Dave said, he didn't do exact anything. He just that was just a miniature cameo, which I'm like, what the fuck, man? At least he gets to voice Slappy, but not the laughs. Whatever, frig it. Whatever, frig it. Well, I will say one thing is that the effects on the costumes, them turning to life, that was pretty cool. That was pretty damn awesome. I'll admit that was awesome. I that was very awesome. I applaud you on that. Now here's one good one is when Slappy said, hello, old friends. How the frick would he know who they are if he was the first Slappy? He was the first book. That means the first book should not even know any of the freaking damn monsters. Yeah, he shouldn't know anything. All he would know is just that, oh, that's Goosebumps, huh? So, y'all guys supposed to be our friends or something? It's like something like that. One funny thing is that if we go fast forward a little bit, excuse me, it's kind of funny that the book is like, yeah, the book was mentioned and they're now looking for the book, and then there's a bunch of witches going around, and it's like, and they took the three bullies, even though it's kind of weird that we only see one bully come back, not two, not three. It kind of reminded me of Hocus Pocus in a minute, because in Hocus Pocus, there was a point where they actually couldn't find a book and they were looking for it and they were searching through the kids and they were flying and everything, and they're witches, three witches to be exact. So it's like, yeah, that's very close to saying, yep, it's kind of like Hocus Pocus. I have to say, now we fast forward even more. The poor pumpkin that was like, Happy Easter! It's like, my goodness, damn. Sadly, I don't know who made that. I think it was supposed to be one of the boys, but I think it was the girl. She freaked that up. She freaked up that pumpkin. Like, holy crap, that pumpkin just got screwed over. And of course, like I said, there was hints of Night of Living Dummy 3 book in this whole entire movie. And he mentions the cliches of the writing that he did. And like Dave said, that was pretty funny, that freaking the red balloon. I knew I came up with that first. Take that, Stephen King. And like I said, actually, no, I didn't say it. I said that Zane turned into a dummy in the third book. I didn't mention the fact that the mom turned into Zane. The mom actually turned into a freaking ventriloquist. And he successfully did it. Unlike what happened to Zane, he kind of did it. I guess he did it, but not really. And then, of course, you had the whole everything that happened. The fact that, of course, the book, which is kind of weird that the book activated after everything. The book didn't activate quickly, because if it did, then it would absorb Slappy, and that's the end. Apparently, no. The magic has to be detected for it to freaking do it. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. That's weird. That is, which does make it seem more primitive. It kind of like a wind-up Pokeball that happened in Pokemon 4. But it's like, wow, what the frick, man? It should have been a... So yeah, all that happened. Of course, there's some cool stuff of where it turns out that Mr. Chu actually had a lot of Halloween stuff in there. It's like, yeah, but the weirdest part has to be that random clown that was in the trailers. Where the hell is he? I wanted to see what he can do. Just like the Joker said, I want to see what you can do. I want to see what you'll do in this place. It's like, exactly. I want to see what the hell that clown over there walking sinister like was gonna fucking do. And I bet that's a deleted scene, which is like, that's some bullshit. Thanks a lot. The freaking, again, the dumb idiots who cut crap in Sony are bastards. And again, great. So I have to wait to the DVD to find out what he's gonna do. Now, the worst part has to be the fact of after the big showdown, and oh my gosh, yeah, the mom as the freaking ventriloquist was creepy as frick. I have to admit, that was freaking damn creepy. What the frick? That was creepy. Talk about if we actually look into the mind and see what exactly would have happened in Bride of Living Dummy if it actually worked out for him. So that means that technically one of the girls would have been that happened to the mom. They would have been that. And I'm like, oh God, that would be horribly, utterly disgusting. Oh my God. Anyways, the weirdest part has to be that after the whole thing is over, it's morning time. How does that work? It should be still nighttime. I think it was like 8 o'clock, maybe even 10 p.m. It should still be nighttime, but it's morning now. What the hell? And like I said, one bully fell down. Two, we have no idea where they are. Let's see. Oh yeah, cameo from the real R.L. Stein. He's a principal of that school. Okay? And well, there's no months later because we just jumped to Christmas without anything, which I guess maybe they did, but considering my reasons of how I watched it, I was able to watch the movie. Yeah. Anyways, the weirdest part has to be this is the fact that R.L. Stein is in a cabin in the woods. Okay. So you ditched Madison apparently, and you ditched Hannah. What's going on here, man? What's going on here? Or maybe we could actually piece things together. Means that I have to make another video talking the fact of maybe Invisible Boy actually destroyed the high school, and Hannah got destroyed. Hannah's dead. The kids are dead. Champ is dead. So basically, Invisible Boy is nothing to be played with. He freaking destroyed the whole entire high school. Holy frick. Yeah, that's the only way how it makes sense is that either that or Hannah got caught in the crossfire and now she's dead. I don't know. We'll have to, I don't know. I have to make a video on that. But yeah, he's in a cabin in the woods. I have no idea where Hannah is. And now we actually see that's because Slappy didn't get absorbed. He went up there like a freaking star. And then he came back down, found R.L. Stein somehow, and now he wrote a book within the Frankenstein Mary Shelley. I think that's what happened. Somehow. I don't get it. How did you do that? That's weird. Especially if he has the typewriter with him now. It's like, so maybe you were waiting for him in the freaking cabin and you wrote the book while he was away. So basically, he flung himself, was able to get flung from wherever that freaking New York small town into the cabin. And then he wrote the book using Mary Shelley. And then he was able to absorb him. There we go. That sounds much, much better, I guess. And there we go. So now R.L. Stein is truly trapped in the book. Unlike the first one where they hinted at it, this time around they actually truly had him absorbed in a book. Let me just finish off by saying what I thought of this movie. The good news is that they came up with the same idea I did. Why not talk about a freaking house that he used to live in, and maybe he left manuscripts there. Maybe he actually did the smart move of hiding manuscripts all over the place. So just in case what happened to Madison, which apparently he did it a few more times because he said that a few times he had to do this again. So basically that technically means that for some reason we skipped more of those times. Or just like, I wish we could have not skipped those times. Maybe the more of those times that you talked about, one of them was Horrorland, and then two other ones that we missed. And it's like, I would have preferred to have those movies than this one. I'm sorry, but it makes sense because this one was a throwaway. You just only had Slappy. Yeah, you had the haunted mask somehow. Yeah, you got the mummy, which wasn't Prince Koru. Yeah, you had the werewolf. Yeah, you had the abominable snowman. But that's it. That's all you had. There's no one else from the freaking damn books. And I'm like, that sucks. While Horrorland would have so many people in there. So many. But yet, you went for this one. But at least they did get the idea of, yes, he had a base of where he hid a book, but he didn't actually have, which I would have just preferred that you did Horrorland and then you go to this one where it's like there's a hidden place where, well, technically they took the third idea too, where I was like the most powerful book, the books that wasn't released, Goosebumps Gold, the powerful monsters that he wouldn't want to release at all, especially in book form. So they're hiding somewhere, and it's like, yep, that would have made perfect sense. Goosebumps Gold, all those monsters would have been released in the third movie because of some idiot. Because, yeah, I don't know. I think Arlstein has a decent amount of money, so it would have made sense that he'll just have bases all over the freaking place. It's like the place where he used to live at. You can't go in there because it's private property. But the movie itself, I kind of enjoyed it, but I would have liked to have had more monsters. I would have liked to have more Goosebumps monsters in there. Sadly, all those monsters are just nothing but decorations except for two to three. And plus, I wanted to see what that clown could do, damn it! I wanted to see what that clown could do! What was that clown gonna freaking do? Was it a freaking kid? Was the kid gonna see, like, maybe some skeletons and stuff, and then you just see that guy with the scary mask of the clown, and then all of a sudden he's scared, and he's like, ah! 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 Like as if that's Macaulay Culkin under that mask, because that would have been awesome. Got Macaulay Culkin in that mask, do a guest star, so he could do one of those classic scared freaking moments. That would have been awesome. Uh, Watch it, don't watch it. I think sadly it doesn't do good for the sequel at all. It doesn't do anything for the franchise at all. All it does is just mentions the fact of you skipped crap. You should have gave us Horrorland. That's what you should have gave us. You should have gave us Horrorland. Heck, you could have done my plan. My plan is very simple. What would you have done is simple. Number one, you would have actually on that January date you gave us this. Then in October or whatever, you'll be able to film with the original cast and you'll give us Horrorland. Yeah, give us Goosebumps Horrorland. Don't even put labels on it. Just say Goosebumps Haunted Halloween, Goosebumps Horrorland. You don't have to put two on there. And there we go. I just go from there. That's all we're going to do. Go from there. Am I excited for what the third installment can do for us? No. If this is what we already got, bring back Rob Letterman. At least the good news is that he'll just look at the covers and be like, oh, I choose you. Instead of a person's like, we gotta snap it all together. What can we do? It's like, gee whiz, man. Why couldn't you do the same thing he do? You just look at a few covers, mark how many monsters you did, which apparently you did 40 of them all, then get like maybe 20, maybe 40 of those monsters, and just have a ball with it. Do another one with a ball. Have a ball. Okay? This one, it was pretty okay, but still, I would have rather have Horrorland, man. You hyped Horrorland. Horrorland makes so much good decisions. I had so many videos. The video that talked about what the Invisible Boy was going to do in Horrorland. Lots of people are saying, oh, it's not Horrorland anymore. Oh, dude, this is old. Oh, dude, this is fake. I'm like, no, it's not fake. It's old, definitely, but not fake. And it's like, you gave me lots to speculate from. This is not going to give me crap at all. This doesn't give me crap. The only thing he's going to give me is that, maybe Horrorland will happen this time. And now, it's like, yeah, he does. It's like thinking about it now, it's like, holy frig. Yeah, it's just like in Amazing Spider-Man 2. You have all those books he now can release, and he has R.L. Stein there. So basically, I guess, nah, they won't do Horrorland. No, they won't. No, they won't. They most likely will do the craziest thing ever, which is Slappy World. That's most likely what's gonna happen. Goosebumps 3 Slappy World. That's most likely is gonna happen. Because it makes sense. He'll release all the monsters all over the place now. I guess your family now. I don't know. It's another thing I'll say before I go is this: is that maybe what they should have done was do a follow up for the video game. The video game was a prequel to the movie, so do a follow up on the freaking video game. Basically, making lots of people be like, "Holy they're doing one based on the ending of the video game or the video game. Oh shit!" And then everyone's gonna go buy that video game, and that's gonna be lots of more boosts. So hopefully that means that you could actually get another video game, Goosebumps 2 for that video game, and then you could actually do like a prequel to the next one. Prequel to this one that you're about to make, which is now instead of Slappy, it's Mr. Wood. But you guys are gonna be pissed off because you want Slappy, you don't want Mr. Wood, which is like, come on, guys, really?